Hi there. Okay, so one of the most underused, but maybe one of the coolest features in the system is trigger links. Trigger links are basically used to track buyer, prospect, client behavior, and then also to start other activities. So campaigns and workflows can be started when somebody clicks on a link. So let me just quickly show you how to set them up. This is a list of my trigger links. I'm going to set up start to set up a trigger link. So we'll just say test. They can be called whatever you'd like, and you can actually point them wherever you'd like. So we're not going to use that, but I just wanted to demonstrate how you add the name and the link itself. So we're going to go down, and just to give you a sense of what we have here, I have a bunch of trigger links. And so if agent is ready to start this marketing campaign, for example, they can click on this trigger link in their email and it will trigger the campaign to begin. And then they receive confirmation by winding up at this confirmation page. Now, again, it could point to Google or any place else, but I figured that it would make sense just to have a very basic page dedicated for confirmation so that they know that the trigger link worked and went through. So let's look at where you actually implement these trigger links. But to quickly recap, you name the trigger link whatever you'd like, and then you point it wherever you'd like. Now, if we go over to emails, I'm just going to click on emails and templates. Of course, to get to the trigger links, we just went to marketing and trigger links. One other thing I should show you real quick. Under trigger links, again, marketing, and then trigger links down to analyze, you can see how many people have clicked on the various trigger links, which is pretty cool. So you can measure your marketing efforts and see what's actually getting clicks. And maybe you can see where buyers, clients, and prospects are stalling out. So when we click on emails, let's go down to templates. And let's just go to the seller campaign here. I'm just going to grab this email, for example. And if we go in, you can just edit. Now you could edit the, you could do a whole series of words. You can put a link to an image, just like any other hyperlink. But in this case, I'm just going to use this overseas word as the example. So I'm just going to highlight that. And I click up here to have a URL link. Now, if we were just doing regular hyperlinking, we could put in our address there, but we're not. So instead, I'm going to click on overseas, go to the link, and from my link list, this is actually going to pull in all of the trigger links that we've created. So I'll just grab one, for example, bang, and you can see it creates this trigger link. Now, the person, when they read the email, they're not going to see this. This is just system code that gets generated for you automatically. I'm going to click on save. Now you can see when they get this email, if they click on that, the trigger link is going to do a few different things. It's going to count the click. It's going to tell you that they clicked on it. And if you have a campaign set up triggered by the trigger link, it will start that campaign. I am going to just quickly remove this so that we don't mess up this email. And we'll move over into a contact record. So I have this contact open up already, and you can see in the contact record under activity, we can already track what they're clicking on. We can see which pages they visited, but within that, we can also see which trigger links they've clicked on. And so if they have clicked on a link, this trigger link, for example, it's going to show up in their activity log. And of course, the cool thing that I just mentioned we can do is we can set these trigger links as a means to start other campaigns that maybe just add a tag for the user or start a follow-up sequence or pretty much anything that you can imagine as far as triggering other activities to occur. So I hope that this is helpful. I hope you had a use for this. And if you have any questions, let me know.